This chocolate Nutella Cheesecake Parfait celebrates Valentine's Day and World Nutella Day this month. With its layer upon layers of incredible flavor, this dessert is decadence in a glass and so easy to make. The bottom layer starts with crushed Oreos. I have 10 here, and nobody will tell if you eat a couple of the extra left in the package. Okay, let's grind these up. We want them finely ground. Okay, now I'm adding a tablespoon plus a teaspoon of melted butter and just pulse it until it's combined. Perfect, we'll set this aside and now we'll make our mousse layers. It's not a bona fide parfait without whipped cream. So I have my chilled bowl. I'm adding 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and I'm using my hand electric mixer to whip the cream to soft peaks. I like to use the hand mixer because I can see that the whipped cream is evenly whipped. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and I'll continue whipping until I have good soft peaks. I'll put the bowl back in the refrigerator and we'll add it to our layers later. So this layer calls for cream cheese and Nutella. This is about 5 ounces of cream cheese, but I always buy a big tub because we're gonna need another 5 ounces later. So I'm gonna beat this until it's fluffy and smooth. Beautiful. Now I'll add the Nutella. This is 1/3 cup. My daughter Rebecca loves Nutella. I can't wait for her to come into town because I am planning on making her this. She's gonna love it. I'll whip that together. That looks great. Now I'm adding 1/3 of my whipped cream. Beautiful. I'm gonna fold that together. Be gentle, you don't want to take a lot of the air out of your whipped cream, and you'll know that it's fully incorporated when you don't see any streaks. That looks great. So I've already loaded my piping bag, and we have our layer of Oreos. Let's pipe our first layer right on top. I like to pipe. I find that it's easier. You have more control over the filling, and it just looks so pretty. Now I'll add some Oreos to this layer. And once I finish adding this layer, they'll go right back in the refrigerator and we'll start making our next layer. I've already melted 3 ounces of bittersweet chocolate in the microwave. I use 20-second bursts of heat, and I always stir in between. You want to keep a close eye on your chocolate in the microwave because you don't want it to burn. And make sure to use the heat-proof bowl. So it's all melted. I'm going to let it cool, and I've got another 5 ounces of cream cheese here, which I've already whipped. It's really smooth and fluffy. So let's add a teaspoon of cocoa powder, and I ran it through a sieve to get all the lumps out. And now let's add our melted chocolate. Let's mix that together. Okay, let's fold in the remainder of our whipped cream. Sometimes I like to just go ahead and go over it one more time with the mixer. Okay, so I've already loaded my piping bag with the chocolate mixture, so let's get to piping. And once these are fully piped, I put them right back in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. Okay, right before serving, add a dollop of whipped cream. And of course, have fun with your garnishes. I love to use some crushed roasted hazelnuts, gives it a little crunch, and of course, some more Oreos. Look at that. Enjoy this celebration in a glass.